Tonight on the Mayor Kin channel, Israel is at war for 9 months with its enemies who want to annihilate the Jewish state. Yet, we see and read in the news that they freed 19 Hamas murderers back to Gaza and are seeking to jail Gett Refusers and even an Israeli soldier who killed a Hamas prisoner on October 7th. In just a moment, I'll be presenting to you an interview with a Los Angeles resident who has been jailed in the past for refusing a get and will soon be occupying a prison cell once again. Good evening. We have here Yossi tonight, straight from Israel. It's Motzei Shabbat after Parshas Balak. And Yossi, we want to hear from you the entire story of your life. Let's begin with, introduce yourself to my audience, please.
Okay, my name is Yossi. I lived in America for 32 years. I got married there. We come out with a marriage problem. Somehow I arrived to Israel, and Israel stopped me to go back to United States.
Okay, so 1 second. Can you? Okay, Yossi. So let's understand slowly, because the audience may not understand you as clearly. So I want to repeat and tell me if it's correct. You were married in the United States, right?
Yes.
And
yes.
You went back to visit Israel, and Israel detained you. They said you cannot leave the country until you give a get. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Now, initially, you were willing to give a get. Is that correct?
That time, when all problems start, yes, that's correct.
Okay.
But not today.
Correct. Good. So now, explain to my viewers what happened, that why you changed your mind. You wanted to give a get, now you don't want to. What did your ex-wife do something to you?
Well, my ex-wife, the reason that I was willing to give get, because I didn't see any problem to give the get. But the moment that she kidnapped my kids and exchanged them place from Los Angeles to Baltimore, and she refused to return them back to Los Angeles, so I told her, I warned her, I said, if you take these kids out of Los Angeles, I even did speak about California, just Los Angeles, you will never get a get.
Okay.
And she didn't want to listen to that. She thought that she's smart, and she forced me somehow to give her the get, and she removed the kids from Los Angeles to Baltimore. After 6 months, I told her, if you don't return the kids to Los Angeles, I will make it there that you will never get a get.
Okay, so
That time I said, when she took them out from Los Angeles, I swear, and to return them back to Los Angeles, I said, neither, if you don't give them back to Los Angeles, neither you'll never get a get. So today I have a problem to give her the get.
Okay, Yossi, let me just say something to my viewers. Due to technical difficulties, we only have Yossi on audio today, not on video. Now, Yossi, was there any rabbis involved in convincing your wife to run away from Los Angeles?
Most of the Bethesda in Los Angeles are kind of Bethesda that very similar to Beis Din Rabboni in Eretz Israel. They're all the time in the side of a woman. And they told her advice, or gave a good advice, if you want to get, you do it by force, by you kicking them up into Baltimore. And then he wanted to see his kids, and he surrendered, he gave him the get. And that's it. But I did understand that even I would give her the get, she will not return to Los Angeles. That's all. I didn't give her the get. So, even though that
Yeah.
There was the Rabbanim in Los Angeles was involved and get the okay to kidnap the kids.
Can you please tell our viewers the name of these rabbis who did this?
The main one, because he was the head of a Beis Din of his Beis Din, RCC, was Rabbi Bess.
Okay.
And the second one is Rabbi Union, and all this business, because they saw that they're not able to win on that, and they want to look like they are very, very neutral, remove this case to Beis Din of Rabbi Sauer. I'm sorry. Over there also was Cyril or not succeed. They removed the case to the Baltimore, and I was not accepting to take him on me that this Rabbi Heinemann on my base, and basically everything is messed up because all of them was in the side of my wife.
Okay, so let me repeat to our viewers. Initially, you said the person that was involved was the RCC of California, comprising of Rabbi Gershon Bess, Rabbi Avrohom Union, and Rabbi Nochum Sauer. They advised your wife to run away with the children to Baltimore, and
in order to force me to give gett.
And then you told me the case was eventually transferred to Rabbi Heinemann's Beis Din, which also you didn't feel comfortable going to that Beis Din. Okay, but I want to repeat again. You were willing to give a gett immediately if she would let you see the children. Is that correct?
Not immediately. You have to sit and make
Agreement. Okay, but you were willing to give a gett, and now, because of what she did for you over the years and spoiled it, today you don't see yourself giving a gett because of the damage she has done to you. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, now, so when you went to Israel and you told the Rabbanut, the Israeli Rabbinate, that this matter belongs to Los Angeles and not to Israel, what did they tell you?
They told me they control all over the Jewish world, and they can judge everybody, everywhere, every Jew, everywhere, wherever he is in the world. Because they make such a law, by civil law, civil law is in Israel, they can judge everybody.
So they put you in jail. For how many years were you in jail in Israel?
From 2010 up to 2019 and few months.
Wow, you're almost 10 years in jail. And why did you get out of jail?
Because of some law in Israel that's in my case, that it's not really criminal transgressing the law. There was like sanctions like I'll put you in a jail, I'll let him suffer, he'll give up, he'll break down, and he'll give the gett. It was not that. But now, today, the case, it's not in a Beis Din, it's in a civil court, that over there they make this refusing giving gett as a criminal law, and they want to put me in a jail for 5 years.
Now it's a criminal offense because of a new law in Israel. I understand. When did they want to put you in jail? When did they want to put you back in jail?
They're going to make a decision about it on August 11th.
I see. And what did you tell the Israeli authorities when they asked you, do you want to give a gett? Well, what do you tell them?
What time are you talking about?
Now, when they tell you now, were you going to give a gett?
No, I never said that I want to give the gett.
Okay.
Never. Especially not in a civil court. So we're not talking about Beis Din.
Right.
Civil court cannot force you to make the religions. We're not religious, and then they force you to mekayem the religion by giving gett. Ridiculous.
Yeah. Yossi, when you were in jail for 9 years, can you explain to my viewers how were you treated in jail? As a Jewish prisoner, how did they treat you?
They treat you like not human beings. They took away all your human rights. They never gave you Tefillin. They refused to continue to give you kosher food. All the holidays, all the Jewish holiday, they put you in a synagogue in order that you not participate to Yom Tov together with the other prisons. Basically, they treat you like Hamasnik, like a terrorist.
Let me just explain to my viewers. Yossi said sinok. Sinok means isolation. They put him in an isolation jail cell. And they basically treat the Jewish prisoners just like Hamas terrorists. So did you say they didn't give you tefillin in a Jewish state? They took away your right to put tefillin on?
Can you repeat the question?
Did you say they took away your tefillin?
Well, 10 years I didn't put tefillin.
Wow, 10 years.
I asked them because this is my religious right by the law. I'm refusing to him. Why? Because Beit Din in Israel gave them order not to give it to me. Not food, kosher food, and not Tefillin, not Tzitzit. By the way, according to the law, they obligate to give me this. But Beis Din told them, you know what? Put kind of a brand, like if you give him the tzitzit, the talit or the tzitzit, he'll hang up himself. If you will give him tefillin, he'll hang up himself with a tefillin strap. And by this excuse, I will not have to give you because it's very dangerous for me. So I asked Mashal to be together with the other prison in Yom Tov. So the Beit Din Rabbanim told to the jail, you know what, said that they're not normal, and he said us that we're going to make a suicide, and we have to put him in a shoulder that not able to move, and tie him up to the bed with a chain in order that he not hurt himself by suicide. All kind of a trick like that in order to take away my rights to be Jewish.
So, Yossi, let me just repeat what you said and tell me if it's correct. So what you're saying is they don't let you put tefillin or tzitzit by the command of the Rabbanut, Israeli Rabbinate, religious people, and the way they tricked them to do that to you is by citing that you might commit suicide with the straps of the tefillin or the tzitzit strings, and that's why they didn't give you the tefillin. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's kind of an excuse to pass against the law. You know, by a good excuse, you can not have to mekayem the law. Yeah.
And what type of food did you get in jail? What type of food?
Mamash not kosher. Mamash food that you give to the Arabs or whatever.
How do you know it's not kosher?
Because in the beginning I have a kosher. When I entered first time in a jail, first time I got mamash Aida Haredit food. Everything was stamped. I got a Jewish food, and after that, when the main Beis Din see that I'm not listening to them, so they say you're not Jewish, you're not listening to the Beis Din, you deserve to eat Goyish food. That's what they have to do.
So what you're telling us is the Beis Din of Israel, the cursed rabbis of the Israeli Rabbinate, are using excuses to torture you, not giving you kosher food, not giving you tefillin, because they say you're not Jewish because you're not listening to them. They made up a rule that you're not Jewish anymore, and therefore they can take away all your rights. Is that correct?
That's right.
Okay. And how do the Hamasnikim get treated in...
They took away your human rights, you took away your Jewish rights, you took away your religious rights, everything in order to force you to give Gett.
All because of a Gett. Now, how do they treat a Hamas terrorist in jail in Israel today?
Oh, much better. Million times better than me. Oy boy, if you not There you cannot give them any food they want. You have to give them fresh meat, and they're allowed to cook it in their room or anywhere they want. You have to give them vegetables and fruit, and I didn't got all this stuff.
And how do you know that's how they treat? How do you know that's how they
I
treat?
saw that. They put me in the jail of the Arabs. I saw what they eat.
So you were you put in the same jail cell with an Arab, right?
That's correct, yes.
And they weren't worried that the Arab might kill you in the jail? They weren't worried about it. They didn't care.
They treat the Arabs, Muslim, better than the Jewish.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, amazing. Yossi, can you tell the viewers what happened this week in Israel? They released 19 Hamas back to Gaza. Do you know why they released them back?
Well, first of all, it's kind of what excuse they have no place no room in a jail.
You mean
they have to release some rooms to new people, somebody like me.
So you mean there's no room for Hamas terrorists? 1 minute.
Basically, they were supposed to do it by the International Court in Hague. And basically, they was forcing from all kind of political countries and states to release them, like to show to the Hamas that we're trying to be together with them and okay with them in order to release kind of people that they kidnapped from settlement in the south when they kidnapped in October 7th, and they, just to show good faith in order to do deal of exchanging. So that's why they released them.
So Yossi, what you're saying is that they will release Hamas terrorists who have blood on their hands in order to put a Jewish guy in prison for not giving a get. That's okay with them.
Yeah, part of it, yes. Part of the Jewish people not giving get, part of the let's say new criminal from Israel, from inside of Israel.
I
Part
see.
of it maybe even new Hamas from Gaza. They have to investigate.
Right. Okay. Do you have any other statements you want to make before we finish this interview? Do you have anything else you want to add on?
Not so much. Basically, I don't see, and I have to make any announcement or something like that. I just say that if somebody wants to stand with his human rights, the international human rights, and the Israeli rights, you never give up on human rights by giving get. By giving get, you are a piece of a rug.
Do you believe if
after you be out out of the jail, you still be able to treat you like piece of an animal, piece of nothing.
So if you gave the get today because of the pressure of the Israeli rabbis and the government, would you believe that you're free to go back to the United States? Would they let you out?
No, they will not, because she told them, after you release him from Israel to America, he'll bother me, and he'll be dangerous to me, and all kind of stuff. No, they'll not let you to go out from Israel.
And how do you know she said that to the government?
It's inside the protocol in court.
Wow.
It's inside.
So they're forcing you to give a get, telling you to go to jail, but if you gave the get, you still would be in a virtual jail. You wouldn't be able to leave Israel anyway. Wow.
That's correct, yes. You can be inside Israel wherever you want. And then, by the way, many stuff they will give you. They will give you your passport. Even they will not let you to go to out of Israel. Not give you the Israeli ID. They will not give me my driving license. Nothing.
I understand.
You just be out of the jail. Big deal.
Yossi, do you have any warning that you want to warn people who are thinking of moving or making Aliya to Eretz Israel? Do you have any warning?
Listen, if they have the same problem like me, like Gett kind of like this, Israel, it's a dangerous for human rights. The same like every place in the world that they anti-Semites or whatever. Here, you've been attacked on your life. The same like in Europe or America. They're not any different.
Okay.
In Israel, you have anti-Semites, Jewish anti-Semites, same like anywhere in the world, Goyish anti-Semites. It's no different.
Right. So, Yossi, thank you so much for your participation. We will pray for you that you should not have to go to prison there in Israel, or that the Israeli government should...
Tell them, as long as I'm out of the jail, we'll continue with no interviews.
As long as... Say that again?
I said, as long as I'm out of the jail, we continue with the interviews, with the new stuff.
Okay.
because I didn't say all what I have to say.
Okay, I understand. Well, I'm very sorry to hear from you that we have a Jewish government that is not a real democracy. They want to jail men, and yet they want to release murderers. So something is wrong with that system, especially since you agreed to give a get.
Yeah, here they're taking your human rights, sometimes even more than they're taking your human rights out of Israel, like in the world, in Europe or America. Believe me.
Right. Okay, Yossi. Thank you so much for your time, and Hashem should protect you.
Especially that Israel is anti-religious, so here they're even taking your religions right more than any other places. Even Russia today, you have the human rights for religions more than Israel.
I see. Yeah, especially now they want to draft in the army the Bachorei Yeshiva, the Lomdei Torah.
Yeah. Why? Because they won't make them not religious and to be anti-religious, and because the government anti-religious taking them to the army. Yeah.
Right.
They hate them, they sit and learn.
I want to wish you, Yossi, a Pidyon Shvuim. You should get out very quick, and you should be free from all these oppressors, the government oppressors. You shouldn't have to deal with them anymore. Thank you again for joining us. Take care. Laila Tov.
Amen. Keep in touch.
Okay, bye-bye. There you have it, folks. I want to summarize what Yossi, a former Los Angeles resident, has stated. Number one, he was willing to give a get from the start, but his wife kidnapping of the children to Baltimore has led to his refusal. 2. Rabbi Gershon Bess, Rabbi Avrohom Union, and Rabbi Nochum Sauer have soured the situation by advising the wife to escape with the children to Baltimore. This does not surprise me, as I'm aware of multiple cases in which these corrupted rabbis have not followed the correct halachic protocols in matters of Jewish divorce, as they have done in my case. It's very well possible that had she not kidnapped the kids, a get would have been delivered by now. 3. The Israeli Rabbinate, which today is in total disarray, has jailed Yossi for 9 years and will be returning him to prison very soon. 4. Yossi reported that even if he gave the get, which of course would be invalid due to the severe coercion measures taken against him, he would likely be unable to return to Los Angeles, thereby leaving him no choice. And 5. Israel empties prison cells occupied by Hamas terrorists and instead is interested in imprisoning Israeli soldiers who kill Hamas terrorists and Gett refusers. They prefer to jail Jewish non-violent people than Hamas terrorists. 6. Jewish prisoners inside Israeli jails are denied the right to wear tzitzit, put on Tefillin, eat kosher, and routinely are placed in isolation cells to break their spirit. This does not appear to be the spirit of a Jewish state, but an anti-Jewish state. Thank you all for watching.